Well, g'day kids, how you doing? Welcome back. I'm in the northern Italian town of La Spezia. Again, a place I didn't really expect to be, at least not yet. Why I'm here and why this is important, I'll explain to you a little later on. Once I left the Black Forest in Germany, I got my little GPS, that's that map thing, that electronic map at the front of my bike. And I put two instructions into it, it's my navigation system. And I put two instructions in it. One was to avoid tollways, and the other was to avoid motorways. So it's taken me on all these incredible back roads through Austria, through Croatia, through Slovenia, and now through Italy. Some of those you've already seen. What it's also done is taken me through some really pretty interesting little towns, away from the big cities and off the beaten track, off the tourist track, which has been a real highlight for me. Another thing that it's done, it's taken me to some really interesting campsites, like this one in Slovenia. So kids, my first night camping in Slovenia, and look what I've found. What a magic little place to be camping for the night. It's a farm, and they've got these little pyramid-y things all around here, or a few of them around here, where you can sleep in. So once again, I don't have to put up my tent. Nice little pond here with the ducks rolling around. My bike even gets to stay under cover tonight, which is pretty cool. Yeah, really good little spot to camp. And there's some really interesting features over the side here. Come on, I'll show you the bathroom. It's quite special. Hey, Rui, you want to go and show them? Rui liked it. So this is the shower and toilet complex. In the middle here, we have the shower, and you open the door. Oh, sorry, Rui. Rui's having a shower. But there you go. Very modern looking shower inside a very rustic front. Let's have a look inside the toilet, if we can open it. There we go. Oh, Rui's there again. Now that looks like a bush toilet. But, excuse me, Rui, open it up. Well, Rui nearly fell in. Come on, Rui, stay up. It's a normal flushing toilet with a little buzzer up the top there to push. How cool is this, eh? Sorry, Rui, we'll let you go back to it, mate. Talk to you later. You know how I like to change my plans, guys? Well, guess what? We've changed them again. Now, it's going to be a little bit complicated, so I'll try and keep it simple. I was going to head into Bosnia and to Montenegro, and that's because I need to get out of part of Europe for a couple of days. So there's laws and regulations on how long I can stay in main part of Europe. I've got about 20 days left up my sleeve. So I was going to spend a couple of those days in Bosnia and Montenegro, which don't have the same regulations. But there are too many dramas. They have a different currency down there. I can't use my phone down there. There was just too many things that were going to make it difficult. So what I've decided to do now is stay in Europe and use up my last 20 days in one go. Oh, this guy's letting me pass. Thank you very much, sir. Anyway, so now I'm heading to Croatia, a town called Rijeka, which is on the coast. Alright guys, as I start up the bike and head on after having a coffee, see that young lady there with a nice pretty smile? She just gave me a free cup of coffee, would you believe? When I went to pay for it, she said, no, it's all good. I'm just amazed at the amount of goodwill, beautiful people I've met on this trip. Yeah, so guys, this was my campsite in Rijeka last night, and what a really pretty little place. The campsite was cool, but then you walk down the street here, down to the beach, and what a magnificent sight it was down there. I went down there this morning and got a few photos, had a look around. Last night it was a real little action place. I had a choice when I started to head west through Italy towards France and then back to the UK. I could head up into the mountains and do things like the Stelvio Pass and a few other things up there like that, which are very popular, and they were things that I did want to do. Or I could come down this way and head towards Cecatera. When I looked at the map and when I looked at the weather forecast, it was going to be a little bit wet up in the mountains. So I thought Cecatera is another place I really wanted to check out. So that's why I've decided to go towards Cekatera. So you know how I was saying about avoiding the mountain passes like Stelvio because the forecast was for rain. I think the rain that was up at Stelvio and on the Alps has come down here. The joys of riding a motorbike, the joys of travelling on a motorbike. But as I say, there are more good days than bad days. Although I think I've had my fair share of bad days over the last week. A little bit of lightning then. I don't know whether you heard that, but that was a bit of thunder. Oh! Yeah, did you hear that one? A lot of water here, look at it. Look at that, a little water in the car. The car puts up. I bet you wish you were here now, kids. I bet you wish you were on the motorbike with me, eh? Well, we seem to have got through the worst of the rain. Tell you what, it was pelting down. The thunder, oh! A couple of times it made me jump. Oh, wow. Tell you what, kids, that was hard work. I probably wouldn't say it was fun, but the rain got so heavy up there. So heavy. And there were periods up there where I really couldn't see where I was going. The cloud was so low. It's like fog just hanging around. So this is the day after all that rain. Look at it now, beautiful. We've got a beautiful summer's day, 27 degrees. I'm sweating and I'm loving every minute of it. Even those mountains, you can see them today. No rain up there. So I'm heading towards La Spezia, which is a town on the edge of Cekatera, where I will be staying for 3 days. I booked myself into a hotel. Can't really afford it, but heavens above, it's my birthday present to myself. You're only 71 once in another country, so at least I am. So I thought, why not? I think the speed limit here is 50. I'm doing 45. So we ended up here in La Spezia, which is right on the edge of that area called Cekatera. And that's where I'll be going over the next couple of days. Rui, hey Rui, stay awake son, stay awake. That's where we'll be going over the next couple of days, touring through that as we continue to head our way west, back to the United Kingdom, and put the bike back on the boat. So we'll do that, I'll show you all that next week. Remember guys, I love you, and God loves you too.